number of lives you start with. So I upped a bunch of that, and I don't care if you guys think it's cheating, because straight up, I don't care at this point. Hey everybody, it's Daniel here again. So we're diving back into Mighty Number 9. I'm going to talk a little bit about a couple things that we're going to try a little bit differently, because I did find out a couple key things in my little bit of research I did just to see if this game was truly as unnecessarily hard and weird as it is. So first, they don't tell you at any point in just normal gameplay, you get the ability to heal a little bit from kind of like some of the stuff you collect as you're fighting bad guys. So they don't tell you that, which would have been super helpful. And basically everything I saw was said that until you really get used to the game, you just change the number of lives you start with. So I upped a bunch of that, and I don't care if you guys think it's cheating, because straight up, I don't care at this point. I just want to see what happens if you get a power. So we're going to try someone new. This is another guy that people suggested because his power is apparently very helpful for every other level. So we're going to start here, see what happens, and see if we can get past just how rough the game feels. Yeah, it's hard to say. Like, I don't know how much of it is things that like just needed a little work, or how much of it was like they ran out of organization or something, because there's definitely something missing, I think, in all of this. I don't know if it's clear cut in any way, shape, or form what it really is that's missing, but it feels like it's heart, maybe, is even a good word for it. It just doesn't feel right, and you know, I would say that like everyone can kind of make mistakes. See that thing I got there? That thing up there? Under my name there? Or under Beck's face there? That's a healing item I can use at any time. Yeah, that is important. Because that's not clear at any point that that's what that is. Or how to use it. Even that I have it now, right? I only know how to use it because I found that out by research. Which any game that requires you to research important mechanics like that is missing a beat. They've missed part of what makes game design. It's just missing important facts. Yeah, those are some things that maybe are examples of what stuff was just not quite thought out properly. Is what it is. Hopefully, now that I got some ideas, things will go a little bit smoother. We're at least seeing some new bad guys. We're still seeing a bunch of repeat bad guys, but we are seeing some new bad guys. The dash mechanic, like I was saying before, yeah, super more important than that's made out to be. In that you need that to keep getting more of those basically health items you can use for bosses. So that's something to keep in mind. We got a mid-boss here. I'm trapped. Not really. Okay. The idea that this stuff's supposed to be like puzzles, almost like the fact that I had to like kill those guys in a certain order to get the power to be able to kill the rest of the guys. It's just one of those things, like, those combos are supposed to like keep my weapons going. It really feels like they're forcing speed tech on people. And like, I get the idea of like, you want your players to be good, but it doesn't feel right if you have to be going at this speed non-stop to be able to beat levels. Like the fact that I have to keep going to try and you lose track of your health, like it just doesn't quite. That's a major problem in the game's design, in my opinion, at least. Yeah. So I've been goofing around with the little kidlies a little bit. That sounded terrible. With my kids playing Kingdom Hearts, which as a game we'd like to play with the channel at one night. We almost beat it today. We made it to the final door, the one where they, like all good games should do, tell you you go any further, you won't get to go back. So that's cool. It's fun being able to play games that I kind of grew up with them. Mega Man being the first one. I didn't want to do Kingdom Hearts on the channel because there's so much going on in that game. Like I don't mind doing simpler things while they're still young on the channel. We may get to cool stuff like that later. But I also found out Matt has not played those games, He didn't like them at the time when they came out, and I think that's just because Matt tends to be very counterculture for things that are popular, as the fact that he refuses to watch Rick and Morty, no matter how much I know he would enjoy Rick and Morty, only because everyone tells him to play Rick and Morty. Well, there we go. Another instant kill. Those legally distinct spikes. So hopefully we get to do that one, because those games are really weird, and like obviously it comes from what they are, right? They're a combination of some of the best media out there, right? Basic classic Disney stuff. Oh, I really can't do that trick. Like, that feels like they want me to do, but it's not. Disney being some of the best media out there, telling the best stories that are classics, and have so many great characters and things like that. And then Final Fantasy, who does the same thing but in a very different way, creates a really unique dichotomy of like super complex stories with crazy overall aspects of other stuff, right? So that's cool. I'm excited to see Matt get into that a little more, but it's been interesting to watch like the first game and then where it goes from there. Man, there's a lot of instant deaths here. The Final Fantasy stuff, right? Obviously it's complex because it's a more adult genre, right? But it ends up being kind of offset by the cutesiness of Disney, and those things kind of became more disassociated as the time went on with the series, in that like later, like the first Kingdom Hearts game, kind of complex, right? It's kind of, not really, just kind of, right? How am I even supposed to do this? Okay, that's weird. Oh yeah, can't grab the bridge thing when you're sliding. Just stuff like that is annoying. So the complexity and stuff, and then you go to the next couple games. Now, like Kingdom Hearts 2 and Chain of Memories are actually the order that goes in, but most people know it through the actual timeline now, because all the collections have come out, which is what I got, which was a fantastic deal over Christmas. Had you getting the games in chronological order in terms of when they actually happened, in terms of the story, and that meant you get things like how ridiculous the story is, because there's a lot of like weird characters and stuff that you have to deal with, like who they are and how they're like. Certain characters are like 6 characters. Like there's people that like lose their names, become other people. Even the main character, Sora, obviously, a little bit of spoilers here, ends up being a couple different people at one point, and that's super confusing. and not only that, everyone forgets that happened at one point. So it's one of those things that like the Kingdom Hearts series is one of the most complex, confusing storylines out there. Yet it is one of the most enjoyable. Like the story is complex enough to be fun to try and unravel. Like they're one of those things that gets there's a couple different channels you can check out, like recapitations and stuff like that by Oni Black Mage, that go through and look at these crazy stories of complexity that the series are made out of, and build up for them. And just kind of like slowly build you a complex story, but it's not going to be something that you're technically like. It's not simple. It's not something you can catch on your first playthrough, I doubt. I mean, I'm sure some of you are going to tell me, "Oh, I got it no matter what." Like, I'd be impressed, but I still think it's crazy to have tried to catch all of that all at once, because there's a lot that goes on in that series. And a lot of it doesn't make 100% of sense. A lot of it's very confusing, which is the good part about it, right? But it's the idea of like cutesy Disney and then complex anime storyline. Like just everyone doesn't know who everyone is. Like it's just such a neat pairing, and it almost like, because of what it is why it gets that way, right? Like, because it's Final Fantasy meets. I blew myself up good there. Final Fantasy meets that is where that comes from, and it's cool. I enjoy it lots. And the new one's coming out, which is going to be lots of fun. I don't know if I'll get around to it or not anytime soon, simply because it is going to be expensive, and I don't spend a whole lot of money on games because I don't have a whole lot of money to spend on games. Not that I wouldn't like to, but I just don't. So we'll see how that goes. Like, I know that the worlds, everyone's trying to figure out if there's going to be like Jedi World or Force World or whatever they want to call it. Faraway Galaxy, maybe? We'll see. And then like, is Marvel getting its own world? Is like, are all the places going to be getting their own worlds that Disney just bought? I mean, don't think we're going to be hanging out with the Simpsons, but could. How? Okay. So this is tough. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, so now, like, think about this. I had 2 lives to get here. Alright? 2. I started out with 9 with the fact that I changed all the settings. Which means I got here in 5 lives. Not terrible at Mega Man games, but 5 lives to get here. That's you can tell how necessary it is. Yeah, sure. This is kind of a neat design, kind of, for a mid-boss. He just doesn't feel super cool. I do like, Matt hates the helicopter dude. I thought the helicopter dude was okay. These bosses are somewhat uninspired. Medallion. Alright, let's go. Let's see how hard this guy is. Jump, jump, jump. Jump, jump, jump. You can do one more. Okay. Lots of shoot bangs. I have a feeling. Yeah, see, this guy's a little easier. Oh, that was cool. See, this does feel a lot like Mega Man. The stupid, boost through mechanic still annoys me to no end. Oh, that's not cool. Okay, is that a problem? I feel like it is. See that healing that I just did would have been handy in a couple bosses. Whoa. 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 What's this garbage? Oh. Almost. But that, what do we do about that? Is there no way to stop that thing? Because it feels like I just lose half the screen just cuz. Oof. Now let's see how it goes again. Alright, you gonna give me a bunch of junk that'll help me out here? Doesn't feel like it. Yeah, can I skip your animation? There we go. Okay, I got extra defense. Could use some extra offense. When he jumps up, you gotta go underneath him. Oh, I'm not doing great on this. See that stuff, like when you have to do that, that feels very Mega Man and welcome. But when you do that, once again, it's like almost right after you instantly have to lose that feeling of coolness. Okay, so like what do I do here? Besides get wrecked. I would have liked to figure out how to deal with that thing. I wonder if I can deal damage to it or not. Or maybe it's something that like I need someone else's power for it, which is... It can be neat, but... The fact that everything's so brutal... Okay, you're a heal thing. That's helpful. Your defense, you're... Okay. This should be good. I should be able to take him this time. Hopefully. Get 1 power. We gotta get 1 power. We gotta pull it off. We gotta be able to at least see, like, I know the effects supposed to, like, change the way it looks or something. I wonder if I get, like, a power weapon bar or not. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully something neat happens. We're not doing all this for nothing. Let's just try. There we go. See, the fact that I have to go over there... breaks the rhythm, which is the whole point of these games. Rhythm is important in Mega Man games. Now that percentage, is that like how much of the damage I'm actually doing? Because I know that like if you don't deal that damage, then they gain it back. And I think it's because it's taking me longer, he's getting like, I'm only taking 70% of his health. Which means that like, it implies almost that I have to be closer when I hit this. See, got 100% there. Okay, now this is the thing. Ow. Is that an instant kill? Bosses shouldn't have instant kills. They should just do high damage. I can't imagine I was that low on health. I'll have to look back and see if that was truly that bad. Whew. What are we at? 2 lives left. Got some offense, some healing, defense. That's a little bit better. I don't need the speed for this guy. Although I don't know if the offense will really matter because it's not really about piercing, but I don't know if I actually do more damage with this or not. I don't know. I need like Charge Buster or something, but you know, that's a thing he would have straight up stolen from Mega Man, which maybe would have made the game a little better. Okay, yeah. Come on, skip this. Let's go. Let's try. Can't tell if I'm doing more damage or not. Fine play. Sure it was. I feel like I'm doing more damage. Can't really tell though. Okay, this is it. Yeah, I can't damage that thing. That's kind of bullshit. But that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna heal up. I know it's probably not optimal. At this point, I'm just trying to beat him. Okay. Yeah! Alright, we got our first bad guy to beat. Alright, let's see if this even makes it remotely worth keep playing. Maybe we'll do one more since that was the first guy we beat. Let's go in, let's just quickly play with a weapon and see if that feels cool. If it does, then maybe we look at going further. Oh, we got a weird gun on our head. I like the hand, but the gun on the head's weird, especially because you gave me the gun on the hand. Design. See, I thought they were going to give me the minigun. I thought this was going to be my rapid fire weapon. Yeah, come on, show a bit of enthusiasm for the guy we just murdered. Oh, laptop idea of just a screen is kind of neat. But I don't know. We'll see. We got the data over to a terminal. Seeing the malfunction. Finding out if there's an actual virus or something cool, but I doubt it. Professor White. Oh, that's brutal. You couldn't have tried to like be a little more interesting than Dr. White. I mean, yeah. And it's Dr. Black. Oh, jeez. Oh, I like the dude's suspenders though. Poppycock. Yeah, I'm skipping. Sorry, I was trying, but I just want to see if the weapon's cool to decide if I'm gonna play anymore. Okay, battalion's weapon. Choose our next target. Now, I vaguely remember. Explain. Invasion military robots in the military base. Okay. Let's just let's go here. Why not? Let's go to the highway. Yeah, sure, why not? Vaguely, apparently there's something that can also give you hints as to who you're supposed to be using powers on. I just want to see the power work at all. Kind of an interesting looking character, but he's very Zero-esque. Brand, kind of neat. I always like the idea of these moving levels, stuff like this. Although it's super. Okay, how do I switch to it? Oh, there Okay. So missiles. Okay. Ow. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. Okay. Got that. Alright. We're gonna call it here. And then we'll see if I come back. I'm gonna play around with it on my own and see what we get. But, thanks for coming on this terrible ride with me, and we'll see how it goes forward. Have a nice day. Remember that like and subscribe stuff. See ya.